Starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty Impact Day. So just a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar. It's helpful to have a pen and paper on hand to take some notes, and use a speakerphone, earpiece, or Bluetooth headset so that you're hands-free. And if you have any technical difficulties and need assistance, you can email me at staceybenedict@bhhsfloridarealty.com, as I'll be monitoring my email throughout today's presentation. And you can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows on the upper right-hand section of your screen and either enter a question in the chat box or in the chat area, as we will also be monitoring these throughout the presentation today. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you Elaine Glandon, who is our Regional Vice President of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty. So Elaine, it's all yours.
Okay, thanks, Stacy. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Impact Day. We're glad you've joined us. As Stacy said, my name's Elaine Glandon. I'm the Regional Vice President for the Northwest and Central region for Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty. I want to introduce you to our other regional vice presidents. There's 4 regions in our company. And our job is we are really responsible for the operations of our branch offices in our region across the state. So Bridget Hugh, she's responsible for our West Coast offices in Lee and Collier counties. Then next is me. My region is a little more spread out. I'm responsible for the West Coast offices in Sarasota, Manatee, Hillsborough, Orange Lake, Seminole, Alachua, and Brevard counties. Next is Carol Hill. She's responsible for the East Coast offices in Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. And Pat Donnie is responsible for the East Coast offices in Dade and Broward County. So Ray Mesa, he is our president and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty. Ray's responsible for managing all aspects of the company. And as you can see from his bio, Ray is always very active in both the National Association of Realtors, the Florida Association of Realtors, and the Miami Association of Realtors. Ray was named among real estate's most powerful and influential industry leaders by the Swain Poll Power 2000 poll, which is one of the real estate industry's most influential executive publications. So you're going to be receiving very valuable emails from Ray about Florida and national real estate news. So please take time to read the emails you get from him because knowledge is power. So for today's agenda, joining us is Eric Spotswood, who is the Regional Market Manager for Prosperity Home Mortgage, which is owned by HomeServices. It's our own in-house mortgage company. Prosperity Home Mortgage offers a wide range of mortgage products, which Eric will review. Our next speaker is Rob Dutcher, who's the Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, our in-house title company that HomeServices owns. Rob will share how our in-house title company will make your closings smooth and successful. Also with us today is Cindy Murray, who's the Regional Vice President of Sales for American Home Shield, one of our partner home warranty companies. She will be sharing the benefits that having a home warranty on a property brings to buyers and sellers and to us as realtors. And then we'll welcome Sharon Sapp, who's our Vice President of Business Development, Relocation, and Referrals. She's a busy lady, and she'll be discussing referral and relocation opportunities for agents in our company. And our final presenter today is Stacy Benedict, who you met earlier, our Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. And Stacy's going to give you a lot of information on Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty's technology and marketing tools designed to help you grow your business. So we are in a very special company. Our parent company is HomeServices of America, which is one of the many Berkshire Hathaway owned companies. And Warren Buffett, I need to maybe go right back to that, Stacy, because I wanted to read his quote. Warren Buffett's quote is so perfect about real estate. A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are also where memories are made, and you want to work with someone you can trust. That's a quote from Warren Buffett. So we are HomeServices and very proud of being a part of one of the country's premier providers of real estate services. This is a screenshot of the HomeServices website. HomeServices is the nation's premier provider of home ownership services, real estate brokerages, mortgage companies, title, insurance, and relocation. HomeServices is a one-stop shop for real estate. Now, this is a map of the home services companies across the country. HomeServices is unique in that they own many Berkshire Hathaway branded companies all across the United States, and they also own what HomeServices calls private label real estate companies. Companies like Harry Norman in Atlanta, Georgia, Evie Holiday in Dallas, Texas, Iowa Realty, Long & Foster in the Mid-Atlantic states, and many, many Berkshire Hathaway branded companies like us, like Florida Realty. And take a look at these 2019 statistics for HomeServices. 332,613 closed transactions, 134.6 billion in sales volume, over 911 offices in 2019 with over 43,000 real estate agents around the country. So HomeServices was once again in 2019 ranked by Real Trends as the #1 real estate company in the nation, in the United States, based on the number of closed transactions, that over 330,000 that I just read out to you. So we're part of a very successful organization. Now, our company, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty, in 2019 had $3.1 billion in sales volume with over 15,000 real estate transactions, leases executed, and title policies issued. And we're ranked the #1 network affiliate, Berkshire Hathaway affiliate in Florida for sales volume and units in 2019, and ranked also among the top 10 of all the Berkshire Hathaway network brokers in 2019. So again, you're with a strong company. We have 1,650 sales professionals in our company. And Florida Realty has 40 locations serving 21 counties. And you'll see on this map, we go all the way from the south part of Dade County in Miami to up to Gainesville, High Springs in North Florida. So one of the great benefits of being with our company is, as a real estate professional with Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty, you can use any of our 40 offices, locations during business hours. So if you're in Orlando and you're taking a trip to Miami or Fort Lauderdale, you can use our offices there and anywhere around the state. So our company is very diversified and positioned to hope to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. Our real estate professionals speak over 34 different languages. If you personally are fluent in a foreign language, be sure and let your manager know, because we do have requests in different markets for referrals for people who do speak different languages. So our brand, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, is a national real estate brokerage network among the few organizations trusted to use the world-renowned Berkshire Hathaway name. And Warren Buffett is one of the most respected businessmen in the world, and the Berkshire Hathaway name makes our company part of the elite ranks of global brands. And Berkshire Hathaway's believes in strength, integrity, trust, longevity, excellence. These are the qualities that Berkshire Hathaway stands for. And according to the 2020 Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the 4th largest public company in the world. The current price of Berkshire Hathaway's Class A share stock is an unbelievable $293,099 per share. Don't we all wish we bought some a long time ago? That would be so awesome. But with a market cap of $474.9 billion. And Berkshire Hathaway employs nearly 378,000 people around the world and owns more than 66 different companies. Some of Berkshire Hathaway's well-known brands that Berkshire Hathaway owns are Geico Insurance, Dairy Queen, Duracell Batteries, Fruit of the Loom, NetJets, See's Candies, Pampered Chef, and Benjamin Moore Paints. And Berkshire Hathaway also owns a major ownership stake in many companies like American Express, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Kraft Heinz, huge well-known brands that stand on their own, but they're all owned by Berkshire Hathaway. And part of the benefits of being part of Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty, you as an agent will find a list of the discounts and benefits you receive as a Berkshire Hathaway real estate agent. These are listed on our Berkshire Hathaway Resource Center, so check those out when you have time. And also for 2020, Berkshire Hathaway has been ranked number 5 on Fortune magazine's list of the world's most admired companies. So as of today, Berkshire Hathaway Home Service has over 1,500 real estate offices with more than 50,000 agents. Also, Berkshire Hathaway is global. You'll see up at the top of the slide, we have offices. Berkshire Hathaway has offices in Canada, in Montreal and Toronto, also throughout Europe, in Germany, London, Portugal, Spain, Italy, also an office in Dubai. And just this week, it was announced that Berkshire Hathaway opened an office in Mexico. So this map is a great visual that shows the strength of the company. This is a page you would want to use in your listing presentations because global exposure, as well as all through the United States, is really important to home sellers. It's found on the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services resource page, which Stacy will tell you much more about in her marketing presentation this morning. So also as a company nationally, throughout all the Berkshire Hathaway companies, we support the Sunshine Kids. The Sunshine Kids Foundation is a charity that is nonprofit organization that's dedicated to helping kids with cancer. The Sunshine Kids provides positive group activities free of charge for young cancer patients receiving treatments in hospitals in Florida and all across the United States. Our company, Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty, has raised over $3.7 million for the kids. We do fundraising events in each branch office, and some of them we're doing virtually now. And we hope you'll all participate in our fundraising efforts. And also, as you notice on the slide, you can text a donation, and you can also sign up for an automatic commission contribution that every closing you have, a certain amount of money would be taken out and donated to the Sunshine Kids. So we really appreciate all of the support that all of our agents give to the Sunshine Kids. It's a great cause. And now we're going to get started with the rest of our presentation. And as a reminder, if you have any questions, enter your questions in the box on the right. Thanks.
So it's my pleasure to introduce now Eric Spotswood, who is the Regional Market Manager for Prosperity at Home Mortgage. So Eric, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm going to test out the webcam this week and see how it's going. Hope everybody is having a fantastic week. You're staying safe and healthy out there. So right off the bat, why am I here? Why did they invite me? Why is Prosperity Mortgage part of this presentation? I know a lot of you have never heard the name Prosperity Home Mortgage before. So right off the bat, I want to let you know, we're you. We're a Berkshire Hathaway company. We are a wholly owned company of Berkshire Hathaway for the last 3 years, but we haven't just started. We've actually been around for quite some time. We've been around for actually about 36 years now, and one of the things that makes us different is we were founded by realtors. So we were founded by a real estate company in the Mid-Atlantic called Long & Foster. So some of you may have heard about it. There's about 12,000 agents in that pocket. So they do a lot of business over that area. And a couple years ago, Berkshire Hathaway acquired them and acquired us along with it. Since that time, they've made the decision to expand us across the country. So we are extremely happy to be a part of this. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about us. We have over 450 mortgage consultants. We're actually up to 45 states now. Stacey, apology, I'll get you the updated slide. I know you just asked for them. So up to 45 states now and over 700 branches. We did $6 billion in production last year. We're going to probably be $11 billion this year with how amazing the market's going. We're in Mortgage Executive Magazine, Scotsman's Guide's top lenders across the country. We're actually just named the 22nd largest lender in America just recently, so we're very proud about that. And who doesn't love a good Zillow review? 4.97 out of 5 stars for Zillow. So we don't just think we're great, our clients think we're great along with it. So what makes that synergy work? What is it that happened that Berkshire Hathaway looked at us and said, we want to acquire this company, and we don't want to just have them, we want to have them in all of our offices across the country. So the biggest thing that I've seen in our companies is a synergy of our cultures. So when I mention the synergy in our culture, Berkshire Hathaway isn't a transactional type of real estate firm. You can find those out there, people scrambling for the next transaction. That's not what this company is based on. The company is based on relational building through repeat business, through those repeat transactions that are going on. That's the exact same way that we were built. So when you look at the way that we approach things, we're not approaching things from how do I make the most profit off this loan that I can, or how do I fight to get this one deal? We're looking at it in how can we create the best experience for this client possible, because if we do that, then they're going to come back and work with us again, time and time again. We can have them partner with you time and time again. And that's really the best business that's out there. It's also really the best client experience. So that's what we're based on. So we will make decisions, and we've made many over the history of our company, that where we'll actually lose money in a transaction, but if the client is happy, that's all that matters. I'll give you a great example of that. I was personally working in a scenario here in Northeast Florida. My home base is in Jacksonville Beach. And there was a client who an agent called me on a Saturday and said, we're having some issues. The client was having problem having the appraisal done correctly on their home. So do you think you can have somebody help us out? So we have our own internal appraisal panel, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. Huge advantage for you all. But we have our own internal panel. I called our chief appraiser. He was going to be able to have an appraiser out there the next day to rush an order through. So I called the agent. She said, actually, I called the listing agent, and they said, well, the buyer picked the lender the first time, so we don't want the buyer to pick the lender the second time. We'll extend the closing date, but only if they use our friend. So we stood down and we said, listen, totally understand. If you need us, we're going to be here. I called her a few weeks later and just said, hey, Donna, how's everything going? You know, is the client in their new home? She said, actually, no. They sold their other home. They're now living in their RV because the new home hasn't closed because the new lender can't figure out his income right. They're not getting enough income to be able to qualify him. He's self-employed and he has some complex returns. I know self-employed means every single person on this call, so I'm sure you all could appreciate the difference in self-employed tax returns. So we asked again, you know, is it something that you want us to step in and assist with? She said yes. We stepped in. 8 days later, we had that loan closed. So at the surface level, you look at that and say, well, 8 days later, you closed the loan. You did everything you could in a very fast manner. The client was very happy with us. So at the surface level, you'd say we did what we were supposed to do. But when I look at it a little deeper and I look at it from the client's holistic experience about everything that was involved, that first lender worked with him and he charged him $500 for that appraisal. Now, the appraiser didn't get the value right. They couldn't figure out the home, but it's not his fault that they couldn't get it right, but they still paid $500. They went to that second lender, and the second lender said, well, if we're going to do it, we need to order it as a rush appraisal. So they charged $900 for that appraisal. So now the client is out $1,400 in appraisal fees by the time he comes to us. So we had to order our own appraisal, which again is $500, but I know it's not the client's fault he's out that $1,400. So although it's not our fault that the first lender couldn't get the appraisal right, the second lender couldn't get the income right, I gave that client a check for $1,400 because it's the right thing to do for him. That client, I actually attended that closing back when you could actually see people face to face. I attended that closing and said, hey, Rick, it's great to see you. You know, congratulations on your new home. And he just looked over at me and he said, no. And I thought, oh no, this could be a long closing. And he just extended his hand and he said, come over here. And I went over and gave him a hug. I got an email from him later that afternoon. He said, thank you and Donna so much for getting me into this home. I've been telling everybody about this experience and about how great it was. 3 weeks later, he sent another email back to us saying the same thing. That's what this is all about. That person, no matter who he talks with, is going to tell the story about that agent and about us. And that's what matters, not the fact that it wasn't our fault, quote unquote, that the other people didn't get the appraisal right. He paid it and it matters to him. So that's going to matter to us. And that's how we're going to treat your clients. So bottom level, you look down there, talk about the products that we have. We have everything. When I like to talk about our company, I like to call us the third bowl of porridge in the Goldilocks story. And what I mean by that is we're not too big, we're not too small. We're not a small company who just specializes in a couple niche things and gets into a couple different markets. We have all the programs and products and technology that any of the major lenders are going to have out there. But we're not a big lender feel. We have a very local feel. We're in your local markets. We're in your offices when we're allowed to be. We are different than a big bank. There's not a million layers of hierarchy at our bank and a bunch of red tape and bureaucracy. The difference between me and the CEO is a person. And it's not because I'm some high-ranking executive in the company. There's just not that many rungs on the ladder for us. And when something goes wrong, when it goes wrong and you have a loan going wrong with Quicken and it's a Saturday at 3, who do you call? I mean, you don't know. If it's abclendingonline.com and something goes awry and it's the night before closing, who do you call? You don't know. When something goes awry with us, you call me. You call me, you can text me. Your mortgage consultants are fantastic. They are great solutions-oriented people, so they probably won't even need me. But if it ever comes to the fact, they can call me. Again, call, text, email. I'm not 8 to 5 Monday through Friday because none of you are 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Everybody on this call works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 165 days a year, and I do the exact same thing. My team does the exact same thing. I've got a 4 and a 6-year-old. I've got a baby, actually, that's due in October. I don't sleep a whole lot anyway. You're never going to bother me. So if you ever need anything, let me know. I've got the cell phone of every national head for our company, and when things need to get done, it gets done very quickly. And that's one of the differentiators. Now, what are some other things that differentiate us from the competition? These people. That's one of the biggest things. When we talk about these people in your market. So I was lucky enough when I came on board with the company that I got to build this team from scratch. The thing that's great about that is I was able to handpick people that weren't just about trying to make money, weren't all ego driven. You can find a lot of that in this industry as far as the loan officers that are involved, how many closings do they have last year, how big are their numbers, all those things. The people who are on this list all care about relationships, all care about clients, all care about partnerships. So these people are all fantastic partners for you, and I'm excited for you to get a chance to meet them. Also, we have opportunities consistently for hiring across the state. So if any of you know great loan officers, please send them my way. I would love to have an opportunity to talk to them and continue to build this out. So other things that separate us from the competition. I'm going to start down. I'm not going to go into all these in a lot of depth, but I am going to talk about a few of them in some good depth. The first one right off the bat is huge right now. It's called our Buyer's Advantage program. Most of the time, someone's coming to ride to look at a house with you. What do you want? You want a copy of the pre-approval letter to make sure they're qualified to look at the house. You want to be very careful of that. The analogy I always use with pre-approval letters, it's like taking your car into the shop. You ever take your car into the shop and they give you an estimate of the work that's going to be done, but then before they finish, they give you the actual work that's going to be done, and it's way different from the original work? It happens to me every single time. I get that call 24 hours in advance when I'm supposed to pick up my car, and they're like, Mr. Spotswood, we've got like 18 other things that we want to fix for you. I'm like, why didn't you just tell me that up front? Like, well, I didn't know until I started getting under the hood. Same thing with the pre-approval letter. That's why pre-approvals always don't pull through to closing. I mean, they don't always not pull through, but they're not 100% pull through to closing, because once you get under the hood and start looking around, there may be some other things that pop up. What the Buyer's Advantage program does is it doesn't stop at pre-approval. We'll get your client pre-approved so we can get you that. So if you need to make an offer and do those things, we can get you that just like anybody else. But most people are going to wait until you have a signed contract to start moving forward. We think that's a waste of time for a number of reasons. One, your client's not just going to get that pre-approval, go look at one house, put the offer on one house, it gets accepted, and then everybody's happy and moves forward. That'd be amazing if that happened all the time. But they want to look at a lot of houses. They want to look at all the houses out there. You know, maybe it takes them a week, a month, 2 months, especially in this market. Inventory is so tight right now, you can miss out on multiple bids. So while you have that time, why just sit on your hands if you're the lender? Why not be working in advance? Because the time when people get stressed is once that contract's signed. So now the stopwatch is ticking and the time's clocking, winding down, the hair on the back of the neck's going up, everybody's getting nervous. So you want to get all that work out of the way early when it's not so stressful. Because when I'm looking at a house and I have to send you some documents, not as stressful as once I have that contract signed and my money's on the line. That's a big deal. So you get them into this. So one, it's less stressful because you get all that out of the way. I mean, I have no disillusion. I'm not the fun part of the process. Nobody's sitting at home going house shopping and like, I can't wait to buy this house just because I missed the mortgage process. And I just want to do a mortgage again. No one in the history of the world has ever said that. It doesn't happen because we're not the fun part. That house and falling in love with where you're going to be, that's the fun part. So if we can get all that out of the way while you're shopping, then when they find the home, they can focus on falling in love with it. What are they going to do to repaint or change the floors or decorate with furniture? That's the cool part of moving into a house, not us. So get us out of the way early. The other part it does is now I've looked under the hood. So now I'm going to uncover any surprises. Don't let those surprises happen a week before closing, which is where it always seems to pop up. Have it happen before you have a signed contract. Get it all vetted out, all out of the way. That way you know that approval is secure, so you don't have anything to worry about. And three, the market I just talked about is super tight right now. So if you're going into a very tight inventory market and you're bringing the same pre-approval letter that everybody else has, everybody's on a level playing field. Now it's just going to come down basically to price. But if you walk into that house and everybody has a pre-approval, but you have a full loan commitment that says, I've reviewed everything the borrower has, I've signed off on it, I've basically met the lending contingency at that point, you have a much stronger offer. You have a competitive advantage. Now, this is absolutely free. It is absolutely no commitment. The only reason we do it is we know it's a much better service experience for our clients. We know it is a much faster closing and easier and secure closing for you. And we just know that it works better. So we're not going to charge anything. That's why other banks don't do it, is because the money. What if they don't find a home? What if they don't pick me? Then they're going to be out that money. We're not worried about that because we're going to look at it and say, well, what if they do? We need that experience to be amazing, and this is the best way to do it. We'll also, the next bullet under that, we'll talk about our lock and shop program. While they're shopping, rates are really, really low right now. I'm sure you're all aware of that. But while they're shopping, we'll lock in their rates for them absolutely free to allow them the ability to protect themselves against any upward market movement. Easy for me to say. Moving down the list, if you have people who are teachers, who are first responders, we want to make sure you get them to us. We waive our origination fee for them just to say thank you for what they do in our community. You know, firefighters, policemen, all those people, send them over. We're going to waive our origination fee. VA clients, I will take it a step further. If you go anywhere else with a client who's doing VA, they're getting charged too much money, because when they come to us, the founder of Prosperity was a veteran. One of the things that he wants to do is make sure we continue to pay our respects to the veterans. One of the ways that we do that, we waive our origination fee and we credit them back the appraisal fee at closing. That's a gigantic savings. That could be $1,500 in closing costs that are coming right off the top. So really, really big savings for all those people. We also have, when you have people who are talking about credit repair, they say, I don't know if my credit's in a good enough spot. We have software that we can run where they talk to us and we can say, well, if you do this, this, and this, it'll move your score up. And we can tell them how many points it will move their score up. So the thing I love to say is when you come to my team, the client is always going to walk away with something. They're either going to walk away with an approval or a plan. Either way, they're going to be able to get into a house now or figure out how to get into one later. That's what we can do, and that's where the credit analysis helps out. Low down payment options, we have everything that everybody has out there: bond programs, USDA programs, the grant programs, the first-time home buyers, everything that you need out there, we've got it. So talk to your mortgage consultant. There's a lot of creative options out there. The other one I'm going to talk a little bit more about is appraisers. So that one of the things that makes us different is 90% plus of lenders out there use appraisal management companies. The way appraisal management companies work is they're not part of the lender's company. The lender says, I don't know appraisers in all these areas, so I'm going to outsource that to this person, and they're going to figure it out. The way an appraisal management company looks at it is they're going to put out a halo for an offer. So if you live in, we'll just say Orlando, because it's in the middle of the state, they might put it out there. And that's where you run into those weird situations where you say, well, why are you appraising this home in Orlando? You live in Sarasota. Or why are you doing this home in Orlando? You live in Daytona. Why didn't they get somebody who lives in Orlando who actually knows this area? We don't do that. The way we build out our panel, and I'll ask actually for referrals from this group as well, if you know people who are amazing appraisers who are local to your area, you send them over to us. They're not hired by our company. They still work at the company that they work at, but they become part of our panel. And they become part of our panel. The way that our system works is we're going to look at where that subject property is in a map. We're going to find the appraiser whose office is the closest to that subject property, and we're going to assign the appraisal to them. We figure they have the best chance of knowing the local market. If you know the local market, your chance of getting that appraisal right are astronomically higher, so it makes the most sense. Why do they want to work with us? Because the appraisal management company, when the client gets charged there, say $500, because it's a nice round number, the appraisal management company has to charge something for their services. So they'll say, okay, well, $500 to the client, I'm going to keep $150 or $200 of that. So now they've put out this order for $300 to the appraiser. We're going to charge that same $500. You know, it varies obviously depending on the appraisal, but we use it because it's a round number. We'll use that same $500. 100% of that goes to the appraiser. We don't keep one penny. Again, because we know it's not about profit in this. It's about making sure we get it right. And if you get the appraisal wrong, nothing goes right. So we give the appraiser 100% of that money. So when they see about getting it from an appraisal management company or us, a lot of people like to partner with us. If you have great people, send them our way. And then, as I mentioned below, lending local. While we are a national lender, if you need somebody anywhere across the country, let us know. We can help them. We are local to your area. We're local to your markets. Now, lastly, other things that we can do for you, free products and services. We want to talk about marketing. We have a lot of flyers that are available just at the drop of the hat. We can co-brand them. Property flyers, listing flyers. We do single property websites that we can post online, because I know there are pockets where open houses aren't available. We'll create an individualized single property website for you that's shareable on any of the social media platforms. You want print marketing, email marketing, whatever it is that you need, we'll get it. We'll put your face, your information alongside with ours, get it over to you immediately, just a couple clicks of a button. It's fantastic. We actually have a buyer's guide. Talk to your mortgage consultant. It is a great full coverage, kind of holistic view of the lending process, FYIs, common terms, do's and don'ts in the process, documents that you're going to need. It's a really good guide for a client to get a good head start on what they're going to need in the lending process. It also, on page 3, that's everybody's favorite page, has a $400 coupon towards closing costs. So you get that to your client, you're going to go ahead and make their closing that much cheaper. So talk again to your mortgage consultant. We have a lot of ways that we can support you, between all those things that cost you absolutely nothing. And again, we just want to make sure that we're here to grow your business, that we're here to put you and your clients in the best spot. We like to say we don't want Berkshire Hathaway agents to work with us just because we happen to be owned by Berkshire Hathaway or just because we happen to work in your office. We want you to work with us because we're one of the best at what we do in the entire country. We feel really strong about who we are, what we do, and the service that we deliver, and we want to be able to grow business with you. That's what we're here for, and we're happy to help. The last thing I'll leave you with is we understand that there are situations where even if you want to partner with us, you may not be able to. That's okay. We're here as trusted mortgage advisors, and that doesn't mean only in files that you work with us on. I promise you that we're here to grow your business and put you in the best spot. I mean that period end of sentence. So if you have something you're working on with somebody else, you have something you want to bounce off somebody. I was just talking to an agent last night and said, hey, this buyer went with somebody else, but here's what the other lender's telling them. Can you help decipher this for me? Can you help figure out our next steps? Talked it over with her, figured out how to get the loan back on track. They're moving forward. We're here to help you, period, end of sentence. Whatever makes you happier, takes stress off your plate, helps grow your business. That's what we want to do. We'd obviously love to be the ones to partner with you, but whatever role that takes for us, we're happy to do it. Welcome to the company. Hope to see everybody face to face when this all opens up, and hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week. Take care.
Eric, we did have one question actually. Whenever you were going over the benefits to first responders and teachers, are there any additional benefits available for doctors?
So we do have a doctor's program. It does have lower down payments. What we found in the doctor community, a lot of the times the big benefit of the doctor program is a low down payment. It's kind of geared towards people who are ramping up into their career, so you get a little less down. What I've found is the programs, the investors who have those, the rates might not be as advantageous as just your regular first-time home buyers or your regular low down payment options. So talk to the mortgage consultant. I normally, even though we have doctors programs, I normally kind of pivot over and go some other ways. But yes, if you have anything, we would love to take care of the medical community as well.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Y'all take care. Have a great day.
You too, Eric. All right, great. Well, our next presenter, I'm super happy to introduce Rob Dutcher from Florida Title and Guarantee. So Rob, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Dutcher with Florida Title and Guarantee. I am the Business Development Manager for the greater Orlando area. Also within our company, we have some great leadership. We have Jeff Hall, who is our Division President. We have Sherry Roll, who runs our East Coast operations, and we have Kelly Davis that runs our West Coast operations. Jeff himself is passionate about the wire fraud, and I'll kind of talk about wire fraud as we go through a little bit as well. Sherry and Kelly, you will see at the bottom of everyone's email. One of the best parts of Florida Title and Guarantee is that our managers are there to help anyone at any time. So if you have a problem, their email is at the bottom of every representative so that you can get a contact with them as well. So at Florida Title and Guarantee, we do commit to having great customer service. And part of that great customer service comes from being in the office with you. So in each office throughout the state, we are there with you. We live there, we sit there, we know there. We have dedicated licensed title representatives, meaning that we've all gone ahead and passed all of the tests. Now, it's not a requirement for closers or paralegals in Florida to have this. It's just required for one person, but we find it's important to have everyone licensed, just the same way you get licensed. I have to go once I'm licensed, I have to take additional testing and stay up to date. We offer industry experience and training in all of the offices. I can tell you we do a lot of different trainings. We have our underwriters that help with some trainings. We have internal trainings that I've developed and we've developed throughout the year as well. We can also help with some technology related ones that you use. So the programs that Stacy talks about later in this, we've tried to put together something that may be able to help you as well, just in case you need additional help. We conduct all of our face-to-face closings at Berkshire Hathaway's unless you want us to go somewhere else. The advantage, obviously, to you is that it's within your office. It's where those buyers and sellers, once this pandemic is over, go to in order to come and look at their house, and then that's where they can go and close their house. Obviously, it saves from having to send them somewhere else or be somewhere else at the time of closing. We can go ahead and handle all of our issues right there at the office. The other great part of using Florida Title and Guarantee is that the agents are paid directly at closing. So even if you want a check at closing, if you want a wire, however you want to do it, we actually handle all of that, including direct deposit based upon your office and its availability. And you can see here's what our closing process looks like, and it's the same. So a little bit background on me. I've been doing this for 20 years. I started as a young kid and have developed and grown throughout different title companies. When I came to this title company, obviously it's a little bit different because we're in the offices with you. However, the process for closing is the same. So we're going to see that we get the contract and the deposit. We'll then go ahead and start our title process. Our title process is very simply run our title search and examine the information. We then use our commitment and we'll give that out to everybody so that we can see what we need to do. We'll go ahead and get surveys, payoffs. We'll obtain the insurance, everything like that. And then we'll also make sure that there's no judgments, liens, foreclosures, anything on there so that we have clear title. Once our closer has all of that, we'll say essentially we are clear to close. On the mortgage end, I can talk about it, but hey, Eric does a much better job talking than even me, which says a lot because I'm a pretty good talker. So Eric is your man for mortgages. Prosperity Mortgage as a whole, I have 6 offices. I have 3 reps. They are all great people. They are all great lenders that I recommend to my personal family and my personal friends, not because they're owned, not because they'll make money, but because they're so good. So once we've kind of all come together, and once again, in a perfect world with Prosperity and Florida Title and Guarantee, we talk to each other constantly. We get our closing instructions. We prep the documents. We do the closing. We do the funding. Documents are sent off to recording. And then once everything's been recorded, we go ahead and issue the final policy, which we mail out. So it's, once again, a pretty easy process for us because it's what we do. There are bumps along the way. And another advantage of having us in the office is if you see a bump, you can walk right up to my desk. You can walk up to one of my other closers' desks and say, hey, I'd like to ask you about this bump in the road. So we can answer your question right there. No phone tag, no emails, nothing. What I'm always pushing for in all of our offices is to make sure that you give us all of the information that you have up front. And the reason for that is if I have the seller email, seller contact, co-op agent, and the buyer's contact right out of the gate, then you can spend more time showing homes, selling homes, and less time with me asking, hey, what's your seller's email? So we always say, give us all the information that you can possibly get up front. Most contracts nowadays are signed electronically. So somebody has an email for somebody somewhere, and that's all we need to start the ball rolling. Contracts should have a clear legal description, full name of the parties, and then if they have a existing title policy, you can send that along as well. Information sheets, different offices have information sheets. I know a few of mine have some. If you don't have one and you want one, let me know. I'm sure we can get one together for you. But names to be on the deed, marital status, contact information, make sure that we get all addendums. Important information such as, hey, I know this person's a mail away, especially if it's international. Obviously, that adds some stress. Maybe there's a recent death of a title holder. You're going to see the if it's held in a trust, then we have additional information needed as well. Updates on closing changes. So important to work with the buyer, mortgage company, seller on the closing date. So if there's any changes, forward that to us, including changes via addendum. So if they're going to do the walkthrough the day of closing, make sure you let us know, hey, they're going to do it right before they come. Things like that. Small little details, small little changes, changes a lender, anything that you have, especially if it's an addendum, go ahead and send it over to us. Now, one of the things we offer that is not common within the industry is what's called a title search ordered at listing. And what that means is that if you have a listing, or if you want to go and get a listing, you can give your address to your representative. We'll run a full title search, produce a commitment free of charge to you. At no time will there be a charge. We will go ahead and close the file as we normally do. Then you would see the charge, obviously. But until then, there's no charge. So if you want to go up the road and go to the seller and say, hey, look, I've done all the research real estate-wise. I even have done all the research title-wise. We can allow you to do that and help you along your way. It also helps just in case they have anything that needs to be resolved before closing. So we all see those things that pop up. Oh, I didn't know that a PACE loan would show. So if we do it at the time of listing or even before, we can say, hey, are they aware that there's a PACE lien on there? Things like that. We also offer benefits and different things. So you can ask your local branch or manager for the flyer. You can see discounts on Verizon, Sprint, things like that. And then we always have our webpage available, which is ftgagency.com. And just to speak a little bit about technology-wise, internally, we are developing an app currently. It's in its final test phase, which will allow you as the individual realtors to run a seller fee sheet if you want to run it on your own, directly on your phone from your app. And you can email it out from there and everything like that. Speaking of seller information sheets, also before listing or at listing, you can come to us and say, can I get a seller fee sheet? And the seller fee sheet, we can run multiple. So I have agents that run anything from a 200 to a 250 sales price. We'll run all kinds of different ones. We'll get it over to you so that you have the information you need to make sure that you land that listing. And then the other thing we're working on currently is called FTGA Exchange. And FTGA Exchange is a way for us to transmit wire instructions securely. So wire, as I said at the beginning, is a big deal to Jeff and a big deal to us as a company. It's one of the things that makes us different than other companies. We have saved millions of dollars from wire fraud over the past year, and wire fraud is very important to us. So you're going to see that we will help in any way. So I was in an office, I was in my Winter Park office during a meeting. I had an agent come to me, they were crying. I said, what's wrong? What's going on? They actually had the buyer. It had nothing to do with Florida Title and Guarantee, but their issue was that those buyers' funds, they had the wrong wire instructions, and so they got spoofed. I immediately called Jeff. Jeff immediately jumped on it. We all worked together. And while it was only a $3,000 EMD, it didn't matter. At the end of the day, that buyer got their money back that would have previously been stolen by somebody else. So I thank you guys for taking a few minutes listening to me talk. And if you have any questions, obviously you saw the reps. You could ask Stacy for my information, their information. When you're in the office, go and say hello to your reps, let them know you're new. And I thank everybody once again for letting me talk a little bit today.
Great job, Rob. Thank you so much. And that kind of closing process flow chart, that is available for download on the homepage of our intranet. So later on the presentation, I'll show you how to access that. But I love that diagram. It's super helpful to take it with you and share it with your buyers and your sellers as well. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Cindy Murray from American Home Shield. So Cindy, take it away.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me. Welcome to the company. And I did want to go through a little bit about home warranty. Some people feel like they understand it, and then there's big misconceptions about that. So why American Home Shield? We are over 45 years old. We are the founder in the industry. We're the largest in the nation and the top rated every year. We have a very high renewal rate, which means when they start off in the real estate program, they typically renew that with us after their first year and second year. We have a nationwide network of over 11,000 approved contractors, which means a lot. So your customers are not having to look through, especially if they're new to the area. It's very hard to know who to call. So having a home warranty, it really simplifies the process when something does go wrong. We have dedicated service representatives, and we are 24/7 So we make everything very easy for you. We are trusted and award-winning service, as I mentioned. So anytime you hear of things, you've probably seen our commercials on TV as well, and that is our direct-to-consumer, which everyone loves our commercials because they tend to be quite funny. But what I wanted to talk about today is our real estate program, which will impact you. Warranties, they can help you win more listings. They do build stronger client relationships and referrals, which is what you're going after. You know, you don't want to work with somebody and then never hear from them again. You know, that's how you build your business. This is a risk management tool. It's a budget protection for your buyers, especially in low inventory markets, and it helps your sellers to get through with the home inspections, and along with what's going on right now, the multiple offer situations. So, a home protection plan. It's a service contract that covers the repair and replacement of most frequently occurring breakdowns. So a lot of times, you know, people purchase a home and they don't think about how everything in their home has been designed to break. It's just we never know when. So having a home protection plan, it's a budget saving plan. So it's very important. So for you as real estate professionals, this helps to reduce. So when you're going through a transaction and you're working with your home buyer, home seller, the last thing that you want is then coming back to you and saying, oh my gosh, especially a buyer, this has broken. You know, we had the walkthrough. You recommended them. They want you to pay. So it's very important that every single time, every transaction that you do, you at least offer it and have them sign off. You'll see in your office, there are brochures, we're in your virtual platform. So every time, make sure, because you never want them coming back. And it's just really going to help your transaction move smoother as you're going through the, you know, working with them. So for the sellers, this is an amazing thing because a lot of times sellers are not used to getting anything. Sellers are always feel like, you know, they're the ones that are having to give up everything. And they're the last person that wants to spend another dime on their home. So when you have a seller and you're listing their home, the best thing that you want to do is make it different from the other homes, especially in an area where you have like homes, condos, for instance. It's kind of like when you're purchasing a car. When you have two used cars, do you want the one that comes with the certified warranty, or do you want the as is? Of course you want the one with the warranty. So to be able to market the home in the MLS and have the signage on the home, it does stand out. It sets it apart from the next one. So even if their systems are old, the prospective home buyers are not going in looking like, I'm going to have to replace this, I'm going to have to do that, so I want to offer lower in order to make that happen. Listing coverage. This is the best tool ever, and especially for if you're really a new agent. It's very hard because there's a lot of competition being a realtor. So when you're going out and to have the confidence to go in against another competing realtor, one of the best tools that we have is listing coverage, because you can go in there and make sure that you're protecting the home while it's listed. Because remember, sellers are not used to getting anything. So the way that this coverage works is, you know, and agents use it differently. You can either have the home owner, you know, purchase it themselves, or as a realtor, you can decide to do this. It's up to you. But we protect the home up to $2,000 worth of repair or replacements on the major systems. When I say major systems, that's AC, heating, plumbing, electrical, ductwork, and water heater. These are your big ticket items and can be your deal breakers. So to have $2,000, if something happens while it's being in the listing with you or after the home inspection, is amazing. The cost to have this is $75, which is paid at closing. So nothing out of pocket. It's immediate coverage, and you can put this on anytime prior to the home inspection. The only thing that we ask of you is when you do utilize this coverage is be sure when you're listing it in your MLS in the notes section, just put that either the home warranty is included, and that's if the home seller wants to pay for it for the buyer, or that our home warranty is available as a negotiating tool. Benefits to buyers. This is a biggie. You know, a lot of times, especially now, you know, and we love seeing that the market with everything going on, we still have a lot of buyers, low inventory market. But the buyers are also purchasing places that are as is. They're putting everything that they have down into it. And like I said, they don't have any idea that things could be, you know, breaking shortly after. So you always want to protect your buyer. This is their largest transaction that they're probably most of them will ever make. So as you're writing and you're in your purchase and sale agreement, when you get to that box talking about the home warranty, do not put NA. That's the no-no, because it is applicable. Okay, so all you need to do is check the box for the seller. If you have a buyer that just wants it on their own, then that's fine, put buyer. But you have nothing to lose by clicking for the seller to purchase, because at the end of the day, it helps the seller too. So when the seller receives this contract and it says, you know, I want a home warranty, well, you know what? The home inspection hasn't happened yet. They may have very old systems, so they don't have to worry about it as much, because you know what? They're going to be purchasing the home warranty for the potential buyer. So you have nothing to lose, and you always want to protect the transaction. This is what our contract looks like. We have 3 simple plans. The Shield Essential, which is just that's your major systems that we discussed, and that is also your seller's coverage. We have the Shield Plus, which includes major systems and appliances, and the Shield Complete, which gets you down to ceiling fans and doorbells. The best part about the Shield Complete plan is you'll see that it includes all refrigerant. So for the most part with the home warranty, we have a $75 trade call fee. So when something goes wrong with the house, and let's say you've got 3 plumbing issues, okay, you're going to go online, which is what I always recommend, or you can call in to get your service. It's $75, and you're going to say all 3 issues, because you want to get as many things as you can with that trade call fee. And we will pay for the repair, the replacement, and also the labor. But the way to always remember it is there are some out-of-pocket costs sometimes, usually not, but with the AC and a water heater, there's usually out-of-pocket, because if you think of it as if you were in a store and if you were purchasing, let's just say a water heater, for instance, whatever comes in the box and the labor is what American Home Shield pays for. Anything that's needed to connect it, to change wirings, whatever, that is a homeowner's expense. So we take the bulk of it. So even with an AC, where we might pay for, if we have to, you know, change it out, we'll pay the $7,000 and you may pay $300. So it's still a great option. Another amazing thing, which a lot of people don't realize, is that let's say it is a repair and your home buyer, you know, they don't want it. They don't want to repair because it's old, you know. They can always have the option of a cash in lieu. So instead of the repair, you could just say, no, give me the money. We will give you the money and you can do what you like. So the plan just basically gives you options. Along with those basic coverings, we also have add-ons that you can do. And we have a few things that have been fantastic and going really well. We have a rekey service. So for your new home buyers, you know, we did a study and we found, it was very alarming, 86% of new home buyers do not change their locks. Very dangerous, especially when you're buying a used home, because you don't know who has copies and sets of those. You know, they all have good intentions, but it really rarely ever happens. So utilizing our rekey service at $75 trade call fee, and I believe we do 7 locks and 4 keys. So that's great. We do seasonal HVAC tune-ups, we have TV installation, and we also have an appliance, a technological package with a Surian to cover other items as well.
So Cindy, on that note, we do have a question that came in. Can the homeowner choose the repair person or company for any home repairs covered by the plan, or is it a list of vendors to use?
We have specific vendors that we use, but for instance, let's say, so the one that's assigned is the one that will come out to your home. But if there's an emergency, and let's say we have to get there, we have 4 hours to find a vendor. But if all of our vendors are, busy or cannot get into that schedule, then we do allow outside office. And we will work with a vendor of your choice.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is just the pricing, so you can see it's very affordable. So when you're looking at the single family home, that is for a home that's 5,000 square feet and under. Condos, townhomes, mobile homes, it's flat rate pricing. And where you see the new construction, 2 to 5, and everybody's like, wow, why is it so much higher? This is amazing, because typically in a new construction, the builder gives that first year of a warranty. So when theirs ends, ours picks up immediately for a remaining 4 years. So that price is actually for 4 years of protection. So if you're working with someone who's purchasing a new home to have a 5-year warranty, which is essentially what it is, this is an amazing, amazing deal. And like below, these are add-ons that you can have for your pools, well and septic, and that additional refrigerator, that $15, that covers up to 3 additional. So that would be if they had a wine cooler, or if you have a extra fridge, freezer in the garage. So that is a great plan. The electronics plan by Surian, really quickly, is amazing, because that's what you've probably all heard of it when you purchase a new phone or a TV. They try to sell you that warranty for your brand new item. Well, ours, that $240, that covers all of your TVs, computers, laptops, gaming systems, tablets. They don't even mark the serial number, so it doesn't matter how old that they are. The way that it works, it's $2,500 per call, $5,000 aggregate that they will spend. So if you have a 50-inch TV, or even an old one, if they can't fix it, that means they will give you, because it's repair or replace, and typically, but it's $2,500 per call, $5,000 for the year. Never a greater return, $5,000 for $240.
That's great. We do have another question. Can a home have more than one home warranty with different companies on it at the same time? Have you ever heard of that?
I have, and I don't know what the benefit of that would be, to have that, because of course we don't work together. We don't work with any other warranty company. And one thing that we do, let's say if you did have if you had another, I just don't know why anybody would do that. Typically you would let your one end and then sign up with another.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. This is what really sets us apart from all the others, is our livable and forgivable coverage. So where some people and some companies would say this is a denial, these are not denials for us. And this comes with even our basic plan. We cover lack of maintenance, rust and corrosion, sediment, which is huge for your water heaters, mismatched systems, all undetectable pre-existing conditions, improper installs. These are huge, huge things, because a lot of times you don't know. Undetectable pre-existing could be, you closed, you thought it was good, it looks like it works. And as long as it's functioning at the time of the warranty, because the real estate program is immediate coverage, so you do not have to wait 30 days. We have a lot of times, unfortunately, on move-in day, buyers are moving in, they've got the doors open, and then their AC fails on day one. And if they have our program, even before we received any money, they get a courtesy call and we will fix that AC. So we don't have the waiting period. These are the additional features I talked about. You can skip through that. The pro.ahs.com will send you information. This is where you'll log in. You can keep track. It's very easy to order a warranty and to manage your orders, because when you're ordering it, if you have a listing, all you're doing is putting the address, the seller's name, and phone number and email. That's it. And so when you go to update it with a buyer, you'll go back in. Marketing materials, all complimentary. Sign writers, farming hangers, and those, when things get turned around, are going to be fantastic for you. We have so many flyers, and anything that you're working on, we have a marketing material that will assist you, and it's always free. This is amazing, and this is just for you. No other company, no other brokerage has this, the concierge service program. So while I do have a team, which you'll see on the next screen, this is fantastic, because anything that you need, you can reach out to the concierge team and they are waiting. You do not have to wait on an 800 call with everyone else. These are specifically for you, so they can help you if you have a claim issue, if you have a question, if you need a renewal, any kind of update you need. Let's say there's a vendor on the way, or they left and you want an update. They have all that information for you. So definitely utilize them. This is your team. This is your Florida team. You can utilize any of them that you want, but you do have specific ones that are in your local areas. So once everything opens back up, you'll be able to see their faces, but my whole team is available to you. I will have your local reach out. They're amazing, and they can work with you, your customers, on your behalf. So you don't have to be the warranty expert at all. You just have to make sure that you offer it, and any questions you can direct to your local account manager. I just want to say thank you so much, and we are really looking forward to working with you. And if you ever need anything, because it's a lot to take in, on all rounds, especially if you're brand new. So don't feel like you can't ask the questions, because you're going to have them, but we'll make sure that you have all the marketing pieces that you need, and we are here for you.
Great. Thank you so much, Cindy. I truly appreciate all the information and sharing that with us and everyone today. So appreciate all of that. So it's my pleasure to now welcome Sharon Sapp, who's our Vice President of Relocation, Referrals, Business Development, and everything else at the company, pretty much. So Sharon, it's all yours.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, I wanted to kind of review a little bit about our relocation department, see how that can work for you, as well as how you can utilize the corporate referrals and information going forward. Thank you, Stacy. All right. We want to let you know who we are, how we can make you some money, you make yourself some money, and answer any of your questions at the end of the presentation. Sandy Dudley is our relocation referral coordinator, and she will be handling any of your broker-to-broker referrals going out or coming in. We need to change the slide on Monica. I will be working with the corporate relocation files, and I'll tell you a little bit about them as we get into this. We belong to one of the largest referral networks in the world. With our Berkshire Hathaway network, are also international contacts now, and the fact that our company is a member of the Employee Relocation Council. Why is that important? This organization I've been a member of for 30 years. It is a combination of corporate businesses, relocation professionals, household goods providers, loan officers, anyone involved in the moving process for corporate relocation. This is where we share ideas, we come up with policy, and we network to help the move for a corporate transferee with corporations as easy as possible. So this is a well-known organization, and I want to always call it to your attention because it is of value to you and our company. I am a member of the organization, as I said. We also have a Relocation Advisory Council and the Relocation Directors Council, which I've also been a member of for 30 years. This helps us stand out. We have a network you can go to. I can find any broker in any part of the country if we do not already service it with a Berkshire Hathaway or Real Living brokerage. Now, referrals. We are the central transaction for a referral, meaning that we track the incoming and we place the outgoing. In order to receive one of our broker-to-broker referrals, you must be a Prima member. And to let you know, the managing broker in the office receives these referrals, which is either a buyer or a listing opportunity, and they are placed out by the managing broker. Then that broker manager lets us know who's assigned, and we proceed with paperwork. We have a full tracking program called Relocation Specialist. Sandy Dudley handles those broker-to-broker and outgoing referrals. She would send then a referral worksheet to you with all of the data on that transferee or buyer, local buyer, wherever it's coming from. We then have an official signed referral agreement agreeing to what we're going to pay when a transaction takes place. And all referrals are paid through the relocation department. And I'll get a little bit more into that with the outgoing referrals. Brookfield Global Relocation Service is one of our top relocation third-party companies. We work with 22 different ones. This is a organization or corporation that handles any transferee they have that has to move, whether it's their listing or their buying side. Most all of these transferees have some kind of benefits to relocate either domestically or internationally. So we are in charge of handling them to find a home in their destination, as well as their listing their home and getting it sold so they can move. This is a part of our business. And again, we work with 22 different relocation companies. We are also very proud, and I am very always humble to work with my corporate relocation team out there in the field. Lexicon Relocation honored us with Supplier Excellence Award and BGRS with Outstanding Performance Award. And we just got, for 2019, the end of the year, a top broker award from Bristol Global Relocation. This really makes us stand out, and obviously my agent team in the field is the one that really needs to be applauded for our wonderful conversion ratios and, of all things, our reviews, very high reviews on our service. Okay, broker to broker. I keep talking about this because I want to just make sure you understand what we can do for you. Corporate relocation. So that's another type of referral. Go to the next one, Stacy. Thanks. Okay. If you have a client that you got call in on, or you have someone who wants to buy a property you have listed and they really need to sell a house wherever they're coming from, that right immediately is an outgoing referral. And I will show you the link that you can go to on our intranet and fill out the paperwork. It automatically comes to Sandy, and she can, you can make notes in there. She will find a broker to help that person with a listing opportunity. You can speak to the agent. It is one of the best services we offer, and it's also an opportunity for you to make some money. So outgoing referrals can be friends, for sale by owners, past customers, your farm area. If we have a floor time in the office, you can find out if they need to sell to buy. Open houses are great when we get back to actually doing full-time open houses. If somebody walks in your property, you have the listing, and you ask them, you know, you want to pre-qualify them up front. Do you need to sell a home? where you're coming from. And if they say yes, well, let me assist you with getting a broker if you don't have one that can come out and do no charge analysis on your property. That becomes an outgoing referral that you send down to Sandy, and she will locate the best broker in the network for you. And then you can also speak to that agent. This is a full service to your client. And it really ties you to them because you're offering additional information on the housing, the schools, what goes on in that city, if they are going out or if they're coming in, what we can do to help you with them. And again, it's registered in our system. I can't emphasize the fact that we are the ones that sign off on all referral agreements to make sure they read correctly, that we are paying the broker. We do not pay sales associates referral fees. It has to go to a broker of record. Thanks, Stacy. Then this is, I emphasize this, the referral form. It is on the intranet. You can fill it out and it links, when you hit the button, it comes right into our relocation department computer. Sandy will review it. If she has any questions, she'll get back to you. She'll acknowledge she got it. And then you can also, again, in there say, I want to speak to a sign agent before the customer's being contacted. This is a good thing because then you can build that rapport. And then we will send an automatic update after that broker has assigned an agent as to let you know what is going on with that referral. Here is where it is a little tiny, but you can see when you get to the screen, you can go down and look for outgoing referral form, and it's right there at your fingertips. You can also give a call into our department. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you. Now, keep in mind, an outgoing referral can be anywhere in the country. They don't need to be buying in Florida. If you have someone who wants to sell a home in Pennsylvania and move to California, we can handle the listing and the buy-side referrals for you. Always keep that in your mind. Now, show me the money. This is the great news. If we're taking the time to send an outgoing referral, if that sale results in a $250,000 sale, and you're at a 60% split with the company, you would get $1,057.50. And this is such a great increase in your revenue just to consider sending those outgoing referrals. Again, you're contacting everyone. If you just joined our company, to let them know you're here, ask for that referral. I always preach just to the agents, ask for the referral. And now if you're at a 75% split with the company, that check is $1,321.88. Not bad to have a couple of those outgoing referrals closing, like we'd like to see it once a month. But this is so important to your revenue stream and also providing a service. There's my name and contact information. I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions. If not, just call me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But if you have a referral, really call us so we can make sure it's legitimate and you are not paying more referral fee than is needed. Most of the referral fees are 25%. Stacy, does anyone have any questions?
I think we're all set. You did such a great job. Again, Sharon's available with any questions. Thank you for being on the Impact today.
Great. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Okay, so I know we already went through so much fantastic information. And now I'm just going to take the rest of the time with us today to review our e-commerce and marketing tools that are available to you as being part of our company. So first of all, I'd like to reintroduce you to the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Global Network website. And you can access it by going to BHHS.com. And the site is translatable. Actually, that says 47, but it's actually 12 different languages, but 47 currencies, which is quite interesting. So all of our listings appear here. So when you take a listing, it automatically goes on the Berkshire Hathaway Global Network website. And no matter where the buyer is looking for property, anywhere around the world, they can confidently search in their own language if they choose to. And that's something nice to share with your sellers as well. You are the contact on all of your listings on this global website as well. And we have a great PDF that we encourage you to download and take with you during a listing presentation. And it's available on BHHSresource.com. It's called the Good to Know Global Website PDF, and it shows that our global network website receives over 26 million visitors, and it's updated pretty much quarterly, and it has the countries, the top countries of where visitors are looking for. Just another thing to add to your tool belt. And again, if a consumer comes to BHHS.com, they can find an agent by searching by a particular language or a designation. So what that means, if you have a national designation or fluently speak another language, make sure they're added to your profile on BHHSresource.com, because that's what filters through the Global Network website. So somebody can search for an agent and contact you directly. There's a contact me page and an agent details page. On that agent details page, this is where you can display your connections to your social networks, also your national professional accreditations, as well as your current and closed transactions. So all of those are available on your agent page on the global website. The world's a big place. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services global syndication strategy strives to capitalize consumer preferences and search patterns to keep our listings in front of the world's serious and most qualified buyers. If I didn't tell you before, this whole entire presentation is being recorded and is going to be made available to you by the end of day tomorrow, and I'll make sure you know how to access that. We syndicate all of our listings onto Jawai.com. If you're not familiar with Jawai.com, it is China's largest international property portal that attracts more than 2 million affluent Chinese customers monthly. It's pretty much the Realtor.com of China, but the good thing to know and to share is that our listings appear here, as well as on the Financial Times of London. So this is another one of our listing syndication partners. And again, I'm sharing this information with you so you have the knowledge and the tools to take it with you on whenever you're speaking to a potential seller on how you're going to globally market their property. We also partner with the Wall Street Journal, so all of our listings appear on WSJ.com, the real estate section, with you as the contact. And for any listing that you have $1 million and above, it will also appear on MansionGlobal.com, which is Wall Street Journal's premier luxury website. We also, in partnership with the Wall Street Journal, our listings appear on the European version of the Wall Street Journal and the Asian version of the Wall Street Journal. And nationally, we do a lot of advertising on the Mansion Global WeChat channel too. So it's branded all over the place with Berkshire Hathaway, getting our name out there, getting our brand out there, and attracting global buyers and sellers, buyers to our properties here in the States. So we talk a lot about the Resource Center. This is pretty much the hub. This is the intranet for all 50,000 sales professionals under the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services name worldwide. All of you should know your username and password to log into the Resource Center. If for some reason you don't know what that is, you can contact the customer success team at the phone number on the screen, or shoot them an email and ask them to assist you with their password. The customer success team is available at your disposal Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And once you're logged into the Resource Center, this is what the homepage looks like. You want to make sure that you set up your profile, and you can access that by the upper right-hand corner, and that's where you add your social networks. You make sure your phone number is correct. You make sure your email address is your professional one that is what you use in your business and what it flows to all of your other online profiles. And that's where you also add your national designations too. One of the main tiles on the homepage is Marketing Resource. And Marketing Resource is your one-stop online location for all of your marketing materials. There's over 2,000 templates available in Marketing Resource, and a lot of those have MLS listing integration, which means that it connects with your MLS. So after you take a listing, within about 24 to 48 hours, you can log into Marketing Resource and instantly create a just listed, maybe an open house, a virtual open house, flyers that you can send out to your contacts. And it will pull in the photos, the listing details, the property address. And you can make changes if you want to, but no, all of those are professionally designed and beautifully done and available at your fingertips. Also in Marketing Resource is the Videolicious video creation app. And this is where you'll want to initially set up your Videolicious account. So when you log into Marketing Resource, click on the video creation, set up your Videolicious account, and then it's going to email you or text you a link to download the app. Once you have that, you can create quick and easy, professionally looking videos on the fly. For maybe you wanted to create videos on maybe a just listed property, or just say thank you to somebody you just got introduced to, or maybe you wanted to do a quick market update. You can do all that through your Videolicious app. And the benefit to that is once you create the video in your app and you upload it, it will appear in your Marketing Resource Center. So then you can send a video e-card out to your contacts as well. I know that's a lot of information to take in, but we do have a quick video to learn how to do it and all the resources you need available in the Learn Center to learn more about Videolicious. So back to the homepage. In the upper left-hand corner of the Resource Center, you're going to see something that looks like a tic-tac-toe board. This is what we call an app launcher. When you click on that, this takes you over to the Commercial Resource Center. Commercial Resource is for our sales professionals within our company that also do commercial real estate. And if you want access to this, just let your branch manager know, and they'll set you up with your Commercial Resource user access. And this is where you'll want to update your profile, add any commercial properties that you have, because all of those will automatically appear on the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Commercial Services Real Estate website, which is BHHSCRE.com. Back to the homepage. I said that a lot of the resources to learn how to apply all of our tools is available in the Learn Center. To access the Learn Center, back to the homepage, there's a tile called Learn Center 2.0. This has an array of podcasts, scripts, virtual led instructor trainings, learn more about Sage CRM, and Videolicious training, all on demand, all at your fingertips, and plus a calendar of events as well. So take advantage of the Learn Center. I encourage you all to look at the calendar, commit yourself to 1 or 2 training sessions a month, and it will be a valuable, positive impact to your bottom line in your business but at the end of the year. There's even paths of training for new agents or marketing properties. So all kinds of information and resources available in the Learn Center. So back to the homepage, I wanted to point out one other thing on the homepage, was Sage CRM and Lead Resource CRM. These are your 2 different current CRMs that are available to you. Sage CRM links to the national global website, and Lead Resource CRM connects to our company and your Prima sites. So just kind of differentiation between both of those, but you have access to both. Lead Resource, again, on the homepage, you'll see kind of a gray or bluish button called Lead Resource. This will take you over to your Lead Resource Center dashboard. And on the dashboard, on the left-hand side, you're going to see a Services tab. And on the Services tab, it's going to be specific to us, our company, and links over to our mortgage company, our title company, our American Home Shield partners, all of our partners that are available from a company standpoint. Those are at your fingertips right there on the Services tab. Whenever you log into Lead Resource, definitely click on the personal profile and just kind of check out that information as well. Make sure that information is updated. It should be, because we pull that information and get you set up whenever you first join our company. But it's a good idea to always check it as well. A couple of things you can do in Lead Resource is you can send a quick email. There's Action Plan Manager. And all kinds of things available to you. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center, there's another tile called Buyer Match. This links you over to your buy-side product. And we paid for an upgraded version of Buyer Match for all of our Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty sales professionals. And buy-side is simply designed to help you capture seller leads, win more listings, and close more transactions. And whenever you log into your dashboard for Buyer Match, you're going to see a tab called the Home Valuation Site. And this is pretty much an advanced lead generation for sellers. And this is your own Zillow. Every one of our sales professionals with our company has your own Zillow URL where somebody can go to your home valuation URL, which looks like this, and they can type in any address and instantly get a market update report with 3 estimates of value, one of those being Zillow. So it gives a range of value and encourages them to contact you to kind of figure out why there's such a different range in value, because the whole idea is to give the information that they're looking for, but also encourage them to contact you. One of the other things that your home valuation URL does for you is it can be a lead generator, a seller lead generator, because they can sign up for market reports automatically sent to them on a monthly basis, branded to you. You don't have to do a thing, but if they do that, you get notified via email saying that somebody created a home valuation market report and they're signed up to get it every month, and you get their information to reach out to them as well. There's recent nearby sales. I encourage you to check out your own home valuation URL, check it out on your own property, and see how it works. And again, that's what it looks like. It's done automatically, and it's so nice and professional. So back to the homepage, there's a tab called Social Media Resource. And we want you to, this tool allows you to set up your social media connections with Facebook, your business Facebook page, your LinkedIn, and your Twitter account. If you've ever asked yourself the question, what do I post on my social media? I want to stay relevant, I want it real estate related, and I want to engage my social media followers. How do I do that? Social Media Resource is the answer for that. It takes a couple of minutes to set up your connections. Once you do that, you're all good to go. These articles and posts and video graphics and infographics are automatically posted for you on your behalf that link over to your branded landing page. It's fabulous. Back to the homepage. I'm pretty sure Elaine had mentioned discounts that are available to you as being part of our company. And the way that you find those, if you log into the Resource Center and click on the Preferred Alliances tab at the top, it takes you to see all of the partners that are part of the Preferred Alliances program. And if you're not already receiving at least an 18 to 20% discount on your mobile phone service, so get more information on this property because we want to save you some money. There's relationships with Verizon, AT&T, Sprint. So take advantage of those, as well as Geico. They're all in there, information. Even if you're already an existing customer, definitely you can still take advantage of these discounts. RPR. RPR is Realtor's Property Resource. I hope that you all already have an account and know what this is, but if you don't, go to narrpr.com and sign up today. This is an added value, no cost benefit to you from being part of the National Association of Realtors. RPR is only available to you as a realtor. But what we do is we partner with them with an added layer of our branded tools and our partners with the reports that are branded to you and our company. So what you'll want to do, sign up for an account on narrpr.com. Once you have your account, check it out. See what all the reports that are available to you. It gives you a wealth of information, gives you a heat map. If you're farming an area, you can learn so much about the area, about the neighborhood. Maybe you're preparing for a listing presentation. If you go into your RPR report, put in the address, you will be blown away with the amount of information that are available to you. Once you have your account, then you're going to want to download the app. Once you download the app, you put in your contact information, and the app is GPS enabled. So if you happen to be driving around and you want to check out more information on any property, anywhere, you can pull up your RPR app and you can find information on that property. And these reports can be emailed or printed for any of your customers as well. We talked about our partners a lot. Lean into them. Utilize our partners in Prosperity, HomeServices Insurance, Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, and our home warranty partners. It's all about home services, and you have all the best of the best available as your team whenever you're talking to your buyers and sellers. Our preferred service partners, again, we heard from American Home Shield and Cindy. One of our other home warranty partners is Cinch Home Services. We partner with Amerispec, part of our home inspection service. BHT Studios is our professional photography partner. Set of 3 Location can help your customers with moving. Wall Street Journal, if you're looking for an enhanced advertising. Express Docs to do direct mail marketing. And DuPont Registry for maybe that added luxury marketing if you're looking for. Set of 3 Location, I just talked about that. They have a declutter program. So if you walk into a house and there's just stuff everywhere, you may want to check out that program. They can really assist your sellers on making that property very marketable and sellable. So let's talk about a few company initiatives specific to Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty, your company. Introducing our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Program. This provides maximum exposure for your luxury listing. And this one-of-a-kind luxury program is 100% company paid. The only thing we ask is you talk about it if you have that opportunity and you're talking to a seller that may be in that upper tier of the luxury market. And we partner with the DuPont Registry. We print a 40-page soft cover Luxury Collection of Florida magazine. Not only is it a standalone magazine, and hopefully you've seen copies of it in your offices, maybe you even have one. I would take it with you on your listing appointment as well. But we partner with the DuPont Registry because not only do we have the standalone magazine, we take our magazine and insert it directly into the DuPont Registry, and we take advantage of their distribution network. It is mailed or shipped directly to 80,000 celebrities, executives, sports figures, and the magazine is targeted at international buyers in airports and airplanes. And it's also sold in bookstores like Barnes & Noble. All of this is available to you. So when you're going on a listing appointment in the luxury market, you should have these slides with you so you can talk to about this program with your sellers and win that listing. Like I said, additional copies are available in your offices if you need them, but we also offer added exposure on DuPontRegistry.com, automatic distribution on Luxury Collection of Florida Digital Magazine, and the Wall Street Journal. We also hire a professional photographer to meet you at the property and take those photos. Again, company paid. We have specific packages that are company paid, and not only can you use those professional photos in your own marketing, but we use them for the magazine as well. And there's just a couple of requirements to have a property included in this program. It must be in the top 10% of the market area, and each one of your service areas, each one of your markets has that benchmark. So just check it out and find out what it is in your specific area. We do ask for at least a 6-month listing agreement and at least a 3% commission on listing side. And that's pretty much it. So again, this one-of-a-kind Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Program is 100% company paid. We have an in-house Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Manager, Michelle Serrano. She's in the office Monday through Friday, and she is available to you. She had her last Luxury Collection marketing training on June 19th. Sorry, that's a little outdated, but it is recorded and is available on our YouTube channel. And Michelle is available because she's the one that processes all of the applications. On our intranet as well, we have a whole entire under the Market Your Listings section, a whole section on Luxury Collection, which has the application, qualification, benchmarks, a link over to the 15-minute webinar that you can review and become familiar with. So all that's currently available on our intranet. So let's go ahead and continue to review some of our other technology and marketing tools. Our company website address is BHHSFloridaRealty.com. There's a link to all of our realtors. So you appear here, all of your listings appear here, and you're the contact on all of your listings on the company site as well. We talk about a lot of online marketing where we syndicate our listings to, but we have a fantastic diagram that's available for you to download, and this is called Path of a Listing. And this is available to you on our intranet as well, both on the homepage and on the Market Your Listing section. So we hope that you take the time to download this and make this part of your listing presentation as well, because it really shows exactly what happens to that listing once you enter it into the MLS. This is everywhere the property goes online to get maximum global exposure. One of those listing syndication partners is Zillow. So we send all of our listings to Zillow. And Zillow owns Trulia. So all of our listings here go here as well. And we tweet all of our new listings as well. So anytime you take a new listing, we tweet about it and let all of our Twitter followers know. And again, I'm sharing all of this information with you so you have the tools and the knowledge whenever you're on a listing appointment to share that marketing experience with that seller and win that listing. Available on your profile on the company site is you'll see a tab called View My Listings. All of your listings appear under your profile where you're the contact as well. We also send a data feed of our listings to Wiki Realty. If you're not familiar with them, it pretty much allows you to share hyper-local content. All of our listings appear here. If you're interested in something a little bit more local and hyper-local, you may want to check out what's available to you in packages with wikirealty.com. Next door. This is more prominent in different pockets of the state, but it is the top private social network for neighborhoods. And just one of the things to share with your sellers, we send a data feed of our listings to Nextdoor through our List Hub partner. So all of your listings appear here as well. We also syndicate our listings to World Property Journal. And this is important because Google loves their content. They are a global real estate news site that always adds fantastic content, and all of our listings appear here too. We also partner with the International MLS. So all of our listings appear here on this website, theimls.com. So you can share with your sellers, not only is their listing going to appear on your local MLS, it also appears on the international MLS. And we have an added benefit for you, our sales professionals, with the International MLS, where we want and encourage you to set up your own profile page with single sign-on with the International MLS and set up your service areas. Make sure your photo's there. Make sure your contact information is correct, which it should be, but it's a good idea to double check. So you can connect to your IMLS profile page by logging into your lead resource dashboard. On the left-hand side, click on the Services tab and scroll down to imls.com, and that will take you directly over to your page within the International MLS. Go to the agent directory and just kind of review your services there. Ooh, automated listing digital ads. We partner with AdWorks to provide you automatic, customized digital ads that are branded to you. Every time you take a new listing and put it in the MLS, we will create your digital ad through behavioral targeting, send it out within a 15-mile radius to website visitors everywhere they go. And this happens automatically for 7 days. So right after you take a listing into the MLS, you'll get an email from AdWorks saying your digital ad is ready, and all this happens automatically. So we want you to share this with your sellers. This really, I guarantee, if you incorporate this powerful listing AdWorks video in your listing presentation, you will win that listing every single time. That you don't have to explain how the program works. This video does it for you. And you can download the video and make it part of your listing presentation. You can email it ahead of time if you wanted to, but this powerful video is available on Marketing Resource, and just put in AdWorks listing video and you can download it and available and have it to you on your local devices that you can share. So again, what happens 24 to 48 hours after you enter a new listing in the MLS, you'll receive that email from AdWorks. As soon as you get that email, you need to log into your AdWorks dashboard and add your seller's email address to that listing. And what that allows you to do, it allows your seller to see that ad, that digital ad campaign as well for 7 days, and then they'll get daily or weekly stats showing them the power of the marketing that you're doing. You can always add additional weeks if you wanted to continue that marketing outside of the company paid one that we do for 7 days. And it's about $50 a week. So here's the seller experience. If you add your seller's email address to the listing in the dashboard, they will be sent the campaign reporting, and they also get targeted. So everywhere they go for 7 days, they're going to see their property with branded to you. To find your AdWorks dashboard, remember that app launcher that I talked about, that tic-tac-toe board? If you click on that tic-tac-toe board, you're going to see, which is right there in the left-hand corner, you're going to see the AdWorks, access to the AdWorks dashboard. So huge thing, talk about on a listing appointment. One of the other cool things that we automatically do for you is we have a website for every one of our listings. So automatically happens once you have a listing in and put it in the MLS, almost that day, if you go to bhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number, it takes you directly to that property page, branded to you. You're the contact on all of your listings. There's property details, market snapshot, community information, trends, multiple photos. It can link over to the virtual tour, and your agent info, and a share button. So you want to share this, you should share the listing as soon as it's available, either from the company site or your website, because as a Prima agent, if you're a Prima agent, you can use this website for every listing as well. Just whatever your domain name is, /MLS number goes directly to that property details page where you'll want to share that property. One of the other cool things on the property details page is consumers can request a virtual showing. This is brand new. They can select when they want to do that virtual showing and how they want to do it. And that's a lead generator for you. One of the other things, directly on that property details page, you can see how many times that property's been viewed. Not only can you see it, but all the consumers can see it too. So if they're interested in a property, they can look over and say, oh, this property's been viewed 473 times. Let me contact the listing agent to get more information on it soon, before it's gone. So I talked about Prima. Prima Pro, it just stands for our Platinum Real Estate Internet Marketing and Mobile Advantage. It's our in-house technology package that we offer to our sales professionals. You can check out a sample of what a Prima website looks like if you're interested at primawebsite.com. As a Prima agent, you have all the IDX properties with you as the contact. So no matter if you're a newer agent and you don't have any listings, with your own Prima website, all of the listings become your own because you're the contact. No matter where they're searching in the state, you're displaying all of those properties. So if you're working with buyers, you want to send everybody to your Prima website so they can search, sign up for property updates if they want to. As if you are working with a seller, you will be featuring their property on your website as well. We automatically incorporate into your Prima website your home valuation URL. Remember I talked about that with buy side and buyer match, pretty much your own Zillow link. That's already added on your Prima website. It's called What is Your Home Worth? Get Report. And that links directly over your home valuation URL. We also offer new construction. It's automatically embedded with your local builders if they're partnered with our new construction partner. There's also a news tab where people can sign up for your newsletter as well. There's a Google Translator on your site, and it's all built in responsive design. Again, right out of the box. And as a Prima agent, you are also an Advantage Pro member with Realtor.com, which means that if you're part of Prima, the listing on Realtor.com, you're the contact on all of your listings on Realtor.com. And they stand out with your photo, your contact information, and a beautiful Cabernet banner. This is what a property details page looks like when you're a Prima member on Realtor.com. Again, a great thing to share with your sellers as well. So Realtor.com is the #1 trusted real estate website in the world. And we want to make sure that we position your properties to connect with those buyers that are looking and win those listings. We also incorporate 5 Street, which is a lead response system. And if you haven't signed up today, you can sign up for Prima. It takes about 7 days to get you up and running with a beautifully templated website that you can edit if you want to. We're waiving the setup fee, and it's $99 a month. There's free training. If you need more information, there's a complete Prima tab on our intranet at floridarealtyinternet.com. And this is what it looks like. So when you log into floridarealtyinternet.com, again, you're going to see a Prima info tab on the left-hand side. It has everything you ever wanted to know about Prima. To access our intranet, you can go directly to the URL, which is floridarealtyintranet.com, or you can go to our company website, scroll to the bottom, and click on the Intranet tab. To log in, the username is the same for everybody in our company. It is Florida Realty, all lowercase, all smushed together. Your password, however, is unique to your branch office. So if your branch office happens to be 7545, 7529, that's your password to log in. If you're not sure what that is, just ask your manager or your admin. They're happy to share that with you. So on our intranet, again, it's different than the resource center. Our intranet is specific to our company. It has a lot of our marketing materials that are available. There's a link over to our listing presentation book, which is our digital version. You're more than welcome to use it. It's all ready to go, FloridaRealtyListingBook.com. You can download it. Maybe you'd want to just pick out some pages in it, but the digital version has our built-in video for AdWorks digital ads to it, so it's pretty cool. All of our luxury collection of Florida marketing materials I had mentioned is on the Market Your Listings tab under the Luxury Collection of Florida section. And there's the application, the qualifications, the brochure, a link to Michelle's recorded webinar session. So all of that information is available. We also have provide you access with the Florida Do Not Call list. It's the same as the National Do Not Call list. However, we only provide phone numbers in Florida. So if you are in the mood for cold calling, you still need to check that Do Not Call list to see if it's okay to call them. And this is where you can check the phone number. So click on that Florida Do Not Call list. You can enter up to 10 phone numbers at a time, and it will instantly tell you, yes, you can, or no, you can't call them. And what you may want to do, you may want to check it out and put in your own phone number to make sure you're on that Do Not Call list. We have a link over to our preferred service partners, one of them being Express Docs. I mentioned this is a great partner for direct mail marketing. If you wanted to do this, you can link to them directly from the Services tab from Lead Resource, or go to expressdocs.com/BHHS Florida Realty. All of our branded direct mail postcards are available to you. And we love Express Docs. Their quality is fantastic. Their customer support is fantastic. And if you're looking for a way to do direct mail marketing, you can check out Express Docs. We also partner with Toolkit CMA. If you're looking to have a kind of a different way to present your a CMA or an MMA, you may want to check out Toolkit CMA. It is a paid service, but we do offer discounted rates. So it's $100 for the year for unlimited use. And if you wanted to sign up, there's all kinds of sales and marketing presentation. There's flyers available at your fingertips. It's mobile enabled, but we prorate it. So I think right now, if you sign up in August, I think it's like $50 or $44 from now until the end of the year. One of our partners is Paradigm, and we use Paradigm to automatically create virtual tours for you on your properties. So once you enter the photos into the MLS and you have at least 6 photos, your tours are automatically created for you. There's no extra work. Price and status changes are automatically updated on your tours, but you can always log into your Paradigm account. It's a company paid account. You have the highest version of Paradigm. You can edit your tours. You can use your account for personal promotion tours. You can add video to your tours. And the tours automatically get posted to YouTube too. One of the other cool things that you can do with your Paradigm account is host a virtual open house. You can hold a virtual walkthrough. You can chat with customers. You can set up a Zoom meeting in chat. And Paradigm allows you to stay connected anywhere, anytime with anyone. So make sure that you have your access to your Paradigm account. If you're not sure what it is, you can contact Paradigm support, and they're happy to assist you. One of the other things that you have at your fingertips available to you, all company paid, is Agent Icon. And this is super cool. If you haven't tried this out, please do so today. All you need to do is take a picture. Take a picture with your phone. Or if you already have a picture of a property or anything on your phone just to test out the system, take a picture and text that image to the number you see on the screen. And I'll pause here for just a minute so you can take down that number, 954-869-9543, and see what happens next. You'll instantly get back camera-ready branded images that can be used as social posts for new listings open houses, virtual open houses, happy customers, and more. If you'd rather email an image and get back those images, you can email any image to bhhsfr@myagenticon.com, and you'll get the exact same thing. Instantly get back ready to go branded images. To learn more about Agent Icon, you can view this 2-minute video created for you for our company. If you go to agenticon.com/BHHSFR, Kelly will explain to you exactly how Agent Icon works. You can also view the video on bhhsresource.com and go to Marketing Resource and search Agent Icon. So every day you should get an email, and the email's coming from post@agenticon.com. So I encourage you to add post@agenticon.com as a contact in your email database. The subject line from Agent Icon will be your daily social media content to post. This is pretty much your social media assistant. And every day in your email, you're going to get image of the day. And you can use that image and just kind of quickly post something on your social media if you wanted to. Or if you didn't like that image, you can always visit the library. The link to the library is in that email as well. But they're always just kind of there to engage your customers. And it's just an incredible way to stay socially connected and branded to you. It's different from social media resource. Remember, social media resource, you set up those connections and they'll automatically post articles, videos, infographics on your behalf. The Agent Icon is designed to just kind of quick posts, quick reminders, as well as the photos that you can brand on a new listing. So check out both of those. You'll love both. One of the brand new things that we just introduced yesterday is our new Forever Concierge program. It's a complimentary service available for you and your customers. And more information and a video link on our new Movie Z Concierge program can be found on the homepage of our intranet. And again, it's your Forever Concierge program. It allows you to be to have a concierge for life with your customers, branded to you. So ask your manager more about Forever Concierge. Again, it's brand new. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but definitely check it out. Wanted to make sure it was available, that you knew about it. Importance of email. Elaine had mentioned that we have 1,650 sales professionals throughout our company, so we rely heavily on email. So we need to make sure that your branch office administrator and your branch office manager has your latest and greatest email address, and that you are receiving our email communications from them, from Ray, from Agent Icon, from Paradigm, from all of our partners. So if you're not sure that you're receiving those, email us. The best thing you can do is keep your email consistent. Make sure the email address that you have on the Resource Center is the same email address you have on the company site, is the same email address you have in the MLS, is the same email address you have on your social media profiles. So it all stays connected, and it's just easier to manage. We do offer a company paid email if you are interested in getting that. It's your first name, last name at bhhsfloridarealty.net. It is encrypted. We do use GoDaddy to do that. It's a full IMAP email option. If you wanted it, there's no charge. If you're interested in getting it set up, just let us know. You can have it as a standalone account, or you could have it as forwarded into another email address, such as your Google, your Gmail, or your Yahoo. Again, every day you should be receiving emails from Ray. Elaine had mentioned that every day in your inbox, you should receive the Industry Insider email. I'm pretty sure it goes Monday through Friday, but it allows you to stay in touch and up to date with everything that's happening within the real estate industry. And they're good articles just to kind of keep you aware of everything that's going on. Some of those articles you may want to share with your customers, but please make sure you're getting those. Form Simplicity. Form Simplicity, we offer the ultimate edition for all of our sales professionals that includes unlimited e-signing and unlimited transaction storage. We have our own branded version, and this is where you can access the online forms for listing packages, sales packages, rental packages, all at bhhsfr.formsimplicity.com. Florida Realty Marketing. This is a digital flip book. Everything I talked about today pretty much is available in this Florida Realty Marketing. So you can always access that. It has helpful links in it, has links to our service partners, and this is available to you as well. If you need additional help, you may have seen this in your offices, but this is available as a download on our intranet as well. It's just very helpful resources at your fingertips that give you the phone number, email address, and pretty much the hours of operation for all of our vendors. Danielle Stevenson, she's our e-commerce manager. She's available in the office Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. She's available to you as well if you have any questions on any of the things that we've reviewed today. As a reminder, tomorrow I'm hosting a marketing review webinar at 11. It's 30 minutes. Hopefully you can join me. You do have to register for it. I kind of go more in depth on a lot of the marketing tools and resources that we went over today. But you can sign up at floridarealtytraining.com, and hopefully you can join us for that webinar tomorrow. And if not, we record it as well and make it available on our YouTube channel, as well as a link on our homepage of our intranet. So again, welcome to our company. Even if you're been with our company for many years, we're super happy you joined us today. My name is Stacy Benedict. I'm the Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. I'm available as a resource for you as well. You can call me or email me anytime. And thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay productive, and stay positive.